Maria Pacheco grew up making mud pies in the streets of Kerman, faced hardship as a teen mother, and didn't know her own indigenous roots until later on. Yet today she is making history as the city's first Latina mayor. From fighting for her community to breaking barriers in leadership, her journey is one of resilience, courage, and trailblazing change.
I was a bit of a rebellious young lady. My brothers always taught me if somebody hits you, you hit them back, and I was rough and tumble.
A tomboy growing up with 3 older brothers in a quiet Kerman neighborhood, Pacheco loved being outside, playing in the dirt and testing her limits. But at age 5, her life changed. Her father was diagnosed with an illness that affected his mood, and family struggles began to surface. Both of her parents worked long hours, often leaving Pacheco alone.
I found myself getting into some trouble as a young girl. If somebody was ever being bullied, I was always the first one to intervene.
That protective instinct shaped her character, creating the foundation for the leader she would become. Maria faced additional challenges growing up in a predominantly Russian and Mexican neighborhood. She spoke English fluently, but didn't fit in with her peers, and her parents hadn't taught her Spanish or about her indigenous heritage.
And so when people would ask me what my ethnicity was, I didn't know what to say. And so it was difficult. I did have a bit of an identity crisis growing up. And it wasn't until I was 14 years old and my uncle came from Texas to pick up my father's regalia that I learned that we were Native.
By her teenage years, Pacheco faced some of her toughest challenges. She became a mother at just 15, dropped out of high school, was navigating an arranged marriage, homelessness, and the welfare system. Despite these challenges, she returned to school in her 20s, earning her GED, then an associate degree, and later transferring to Fresno State University to study social work. Along the way, she published a book, went on tour, and continued advocating for vulnerable youth. Her work with the youth inspired her first foray into politics. A transportation issue for her own daughter and students at Kerman led Maria to advocate for change and eventually to run for mayor.
I started knocking on doors there at the school and just trying to figure out what can we do for these kids? Kerman obviously has an issue and we need to figure out, how to fix it.
With just $600 for her campaign, she connected with the community, spoke at local events, and won. She became the first Latina and the first indigenous woman to hold the office in Kerman. Since taking office, Mayor Pacheco has focused on issues close to her heart: immigrant rights.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
Farm worker safety, and community support. In February of 2024, a tragic van accident claimed the lives of 7 farm workers from Kerman. Mayor Pacheco helped raise nearly $17,000 to ensure families could bury their loved ones in Mexico.
It rocked my whole community, and I knew that they were not going to be able to afford to, not let alone just bury them here, but to send them home, to put them in the dirt that they were born from. It was really important to me.
She also mentors young women and teen mothers, sharing her experiences to guide them through challenges she knows all too well.
Show me a rebellious child and I'll show you a fearless leader, because I find that about myself. And working with at-risk youth as young as 21, I had my first foster child when I was 21 years old.
While balancing her duties as mayor, she is pursuing a master's degree while maintaining a 4.0 GPA, proving that leadership, education, and community service can go hand in hand. Maria Pacheco's journey to becoming a trailblazing Latina shows how resilience, courage, and purpose can transform a life and a city. She's now serving her second term for mayor and won't be able to run for re-election. But as for what's next,
I'm truly thinking about going into the doctorate program. I'm not sure how that would really I really want the outfit to be real. I really want the outfit, and Dr. Pacheco sounds pretty cool. So, maybe, I don't know.